You're watching Student Nation Television, station DSTU, the Motivation Station. I'd like to welcome all of the mighty Student Nation to today's broadcast, and I hope everyone had a pleasant, happy, and joy-filled Christmas holiday. I hope you all received what you hoped and what you expected. And you know, that's part and parcel of what life is all about, expectations. Expectations we have of ourselves and expectations that others have of us. And because others have expectations of us, that's one of the reasons why we can't allow buts to stand in our way and keep us from preventing us from doing what's right and to following through on our word, which is consistent with today's topic. This is the second part 2 of last week's message, Helen's got a big old butt. There's always a certain expectation in life. And picking up where we left off last time, I had left off without giving you the last note, which was on achievement. No one can complete and secure anything or have an achievement without following through on their plans. It's not enough to think it, to feel it, to hope it, to talk about it. You have to take actions and follow through. And you can't come up and say, well, I know I was supposed to go apply for that job, but you can't say, I know I should have went by and saw my son the other day. I spoke with his mother about it, but, or you can't say that new health program I should have purchased my membership in, but buts are dangerous. Buts can destroy your life, and buts can ruin your reputation. So I want to do a recap and remind you of the effects of buts and how they can cause things to happen in your life that otherwise wouldn't happen, simply because you weren't true to yourself and other people. Don't be like Helen and have a big old butt. Because the more you get in the habit of saying and not doing, the bigger your butt gets. And after a while, your butt gets so big in the eyes of people that they no longer trust you. And you become an unworthy, untrustful person. You become a person that talks the talk but doesn't walk the walk. So no one can have faith in you, especially your loved ones, your children. They hang on to your every word. It is imperative, Student Nation, that you eliminate the bad habit of procrastination. You won't be able to accomplish your goals. You won't be able to develop a good reputation. You won't be able to acquire money. You won't be able to hold down a job. And you won't be able to grow inside yourself to the capacity of greatness that you have the potential to grow to if you have this destructive habit. Let your butt stay on the back of your body. Don't let your butt come into your business, into your promises, into your hopes and dreams. Follow through on your word. Remember, your butt can get you further and further behind in what you hope to do. Your butt can steal your time. Because if you make a promise or set a goal and don't act on it and don't follow through on it, you've just wasted your time. And time is the essence of all things. You can't save time like money. If you don't take advantage of the opportunity that is before you, it might not be there for you next time. You can't act in the past, and you can't act tomorrow in the future. You can only act now. You can only take advantage of the time that you have now. Your buts affect people in a negative way. Because after so many buts, people get tired of waiting on you. They get tired of believing in you. They get tired of appealing to you. So after a while, they write a narrative about you in their mind And then they share that narrative with the world. And consequently, your reputation is ruined. And people's perception of you is trivial. And they don't take you serious. You are a young adult with great potential. And it's important that you get your mental and behavioral habits right so that you can succeed in this life. It's an old poem that goes something like this. I bargained with life for a penny, and life would pay no more. And every day I would count my pennies in my scanty store. But later on, when I became wise, I learned to my dismay that any wage that I had asked of life, life was willing to pay. And what that means is life is always on your side, but you have to do your part. When you give your word, keep it. When you set a goal, follow through on it, all the way to the end. Even if you run into difficulties along the way, if you fall, get up and get back in the race. And know that it's not over until you win, until you complete the steps that was necessary for you to complete in the first place. So with that said, Student Nation, I want to finish up by saying that your butts can stagnate your progress. Because every time you don't follow through, you get further and further behind. And the next thing you know, time has run out. And or in the process of not following through, you lose faith in the original idea. And because you lose faith in it, it dies. See, it's your belief in your idea. It's your belief in your goal. It's your belief in yourself. It's your belief in your aspiration that brings it to life. And when you stop believing in it, it dies. So don't bargain with life for a penny. Because if you do, life will pay no more. Bargain with life in accordance with that tremendous dream that you have for yourself. That $1 million you want to make. That beautiful home you want to have. That lovely wife you want to have. All those beautiful children you want to have. That education you want to complete. That land you want to possess. That traveling you want to do. That intellectual development that you want to have. That knowledge you want to possess. That reputation you want to build.